A very good evening to you all. It is 6 minutes past 7 p.m. Welcome for today's NILECAST on West Nile Television. I am Pony Fiona. Let's first see the headlines.
In the headlines tonight, the community of Adropi Sub-County raised concerns over the poor management of Adjumani airstrip. Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo forge a united front to tackle cross-border crimes. And UNEB releases the 2025 Uganda Certificate of Education results. This and more in the NILECAST News Bulletin.
Adjumani airstrip in Adropi Sub-County, Adjumani East constituency is facing poor management with local communities claiming ownership as they are allegedly paying sub-county authorities for the use of the land. The Adropi Sub-County authorities have confirmed the airstrip land was rented out to the community in order to get resources to maintain the airstrip. Nzimai Alan has more.
Adjumani Airstrip, a project from 1987 under Adropi Sub-County in Adjumani East constituency, is facing poor management with the local communities claiming ownership as they are allegedly paying the sub-county authorities for the use of the land. Thomas Luke Ambaku, the youth secretary of Tamana Village, Openzinji Parish, Adropi Sub-County, accused the sub-county authorities for mishandling Adjumani Airstrip land, stating that the district officials are taking advantage of the mismanagement by using the airstrip land to conduct other economic activities.
We are having challenges here of this airstrip. One is that a garden of community which has been fenced has been put on rental, whereby you can pay a money. Each garden, 1 acre is 45,000, but whenever they collect this money, if you do the follow-up, you'll never get this tax money. They do collect a tax, and tax for this one, landing fee, tax for garden rental. So there are other guys who are working in the district. Some of them, they don't pay this money, but they are here having a gardens. They do dig here. So these are the challenges we are having here. Those of civil aviation. Civil aviation Uganda has come here, whereby you will find they wanted to train. Let me tell you, they wanted to train this one for what addition we call marines and aviation, whereby an accident happens here. So those people will be the one to help. But I don't know whether they have asked to look at that one. They have asked about this one. The chairperson of sub-county, we don't know. They have been working here. That's the guy who's working under aviation of this one, Mark, who started this one, making breaks, laying breaks.
Eric Kujovian, the LC1 secretary for Tamana Village, stated that the community is carrying out activities on the airstrip.
Then under Adropi Sub-County, there are some conditions made by the authorities of which the community are supposed to follow up. Concerning about cultivating the airfield, they gave this land on rent. Actually, it's not acre, but proportionally, you have to acre. So they are paying per year 40,000 as a revenue for the sub-county. Then concerning about the bricks, which is laying what you have seen, that is a somebody project, but the authority are aware about it. Then an airfield where the animals are encroaching in is because the fence is not a proper fence whereby the animal can penetrate in. Suppose if it could have been chain link, it will be fine. Then two, as a challenge, the Adropi Sub-County are facing some thieves who are removing the poles, which made this airfield look very dirty because any animal are crossing because some parts of the fence were cut off.
Emmanuel Okware, the Deputy Resident District Commissioner of Ajamani District, stated that the airstrip is under the Adropi Sub-County Authority and the different stakeholders need to address the local activities being carried out there.
The airfield is in the Adropi Sub-County, so it is something that has been left in the hands of the sub-county. Initially, I thought it was under the Civil Aviation Authority, but we got clarification that the administration, the management, maintenance of this airstrip is locally based. It would be a nice thing if the traffic between Ajumani and the rest of the country is high, to then warrant maybe for us to put a status, put a report to ask for it to be upgraded to a more busy airstrip so that the Civil Aviation Authority can take charge. For now, its operation is entirely in the hands of the operators. So I think, but if there's any specific intervention that we need to do, we may need to call for a meeting of stakeholders and see how to promote it better.
The chairman of Adropi Sub-County confirmed the concerns of the community, stating that the airstrip land has been rented out to the community in order to get resources to maintain the airstrip.
Hectare, we are giving 50,000 they are renting. So if you multiply 68 hectare times 50, it's around 2 million something you add there. So we are getting money there for that renting. So the reason why we need to community to rent that land so that the place become clean, because when it is bushy like that, the fire will come and it will destroy the fence. So we say at least we shall give the land for community and it is source of revenue for the sub-county. No, that in discipline. We are not supposed to allow animals to enter there. Never. We don't want animals to enter there. Because anytime plane will land, it will bring a lot of problem for us. So grazing animal there, that's illegally. That's extremely illegally. And we don't want that as a sub-county. When you see animal there, which means that animal entered there illegally. We don't know anything about it.
Ajamani Airstrip was established in 1987 under the construction of the United Nations High Commission for Refugees during the time of insurgents of South Sudan Liberation War. Reporting for West Nile Television, Onzima Alan, Okumaringa Christine, NILECAST.
Officials from Uganda Security, together with their Democratic Republic of Congo DRC counterparts, held a high-profile meeting on 13th February 2026 at Cultural Center Paida Town, Zombo District, to discuss means of resolving border boundary conflict along Mahagi territory and southwestern Ugandan district of Zombo. Alfred Jowok has more.
Officials from Ugandan Security this afternoon, 13th Feb 2026, at Cultural Center by the Town Council Zombo District, have held a high-profile security meeting with their DRC counterparts to discuss means of resolving border boundary conflict along Mahagi territory and the southwestern Ugandan district of Zombo. Ugandan officials were led by Festus Aikoboa, Zombo Resident District Commissioner, while DRC officials led by Colonel Disonoa Lulua, Governor of Ituri Province in Mahagi. Festus Aikoboa, RDC Zombo, says the 11-kilometer-long boundary area under discussion runs from Goli Custom, Golajo, Padea Custom to Alangi on the border passing through the DRC-Uganda tri-point.
And even we have many of Congolese who are doing business in Uganda. But the most important thing we wanted to see is how freely, how easily can they do business without any interference, either from the security or from the community that they are going to meet on their way. And why this meeting came in time was we had a borehole which we were drilling in Uganda, and because of the border issue, our Congolese counterparts and purely come to stop that drilling of the borehole.
Colonel Lulua Disonowa, Administrator Mahagi, said on the subject of security, both sides underscored the importance of joint action to deny refuge to criminal elements and rebels and to manage the porous border effectively. He lauded Uganda security for maximum cooperation in resolving cross-border crimes.
Qui est de restitution des biens, j'ai un peu de doute là-dessus parce que nous le faisons souvent par commission. Quand on saisit un bien, quelque chose là, je crois pour restituer ça, il y a toute une commission. Je crois que les membres de cette commission sont ici aussi, dans la salle aussi. Et moi-même, je suis témoin de beaucoup de cas de restitution, de motos et tout le temps, et bien d'autres. Madame.
Honorable Gabriel Ukumu, Member of Parliament of Kuru County, said it is to seek to resolve this historically linked conflict that the meeting is being held, and the expectation of the population of both countries is a return to their natural environments. The reconstitution of common borders and their stability are the guarantee of development that benefits all countries.
Try to exchange ideas on the border security between Congo and Uganda. As you may be aware, Uganda and Congo signed in September 8, 2007, an agreement between our two governments, in order to try and bring peace in the eastern DRC Congo. This meeting, first of all, gives a lot of hope that the stakeholders on both sides do appreciate the mission which is being undertaken in Congo, and also it strengthens the agreement between the two countries.
Collins Obedi, Commissioner of RDC's West Nile region, says such a meeting promotes the return to peace in relations between the Congolese and the Ugandan people.
Permit me also express my gratitude to the people of this country, Uganda, even to you, dear Congo, and the people of Zongo, for massively voting for our President, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Like the administrator, DC alluded, let's embrace the coexistence he has emphasized on, and many speakers have emphasized on, and avoid confrontation and mistrust among ourselves.
The attendees also include Zombo Elders Forum, traditional leaders from the Alut Kingdom, business representatives, executive commissioners from revenue authorities, regional security officers, and officials from immigration and customs in both countries. Alfred Jawak, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Team of NRM leaders in Arua district are demanding for the money not given to them by NRM party to mobilize NRM voters in villages during the 2026 Uganda general elections. Charity Kaswara have more.
Team of NRM leaders in Arua district are left in suspicion after not receiving the money given to them by NRM party to facilitate NRM weaker people and mobilize NRM voters in the villages during the recent general election. While speaking to some of the NRM leaders of the district, Mr. Ababo Alfred, the NRM Vice Chairman Arua district, confirmed that the district received the money, only that some of the leaders mismanaged it without giving proper accountability.
One key issue they have put into my attention is the issue of money that were meant to facilitate NRM weaker people and mobilize NRM voters in the villages was being mismanaged. And part of the money was supposed to be for them as facilitations. One key issue of NRM is transparency and accountability. And therefore, members, we are not in the wrong trend. We are thinking the right direction. According to the circular here is 80 million. 80 million has been mismanaged. None of the members benefited out of it.
Where else, Asabu Paulino, a registrar in Ajah sub-county, said it's true they are the accounting officers of NRM in the sub-county level, saying the issue of this money mismanagement has made them restless because the locals are on their necks.
It's true, we the registrars sub-county are the accounting officers of NRM manners at the sub-county level. So, about this money which was meant for mobilization during the general election, we did not receive this fund. And has been the accounting officers of NRM manners in the sub-county. When money is mismanaged like this for NRM, usually the local people in the villages, the person they blame is the sub-county registrar. Because all the people in the villages, in the parishes, and the entire sub-county, they receive their NRM manners from the sub-county registrar. So I'm partly also being blamed for this money.
Adding that there is a need to clean the district by removing the corrupt leaders to ensure smooth running of the party's activity in the district.
My appeal is to the necessary stakeholders is that we cannot remain just with this kind of corruption like this. We need to fight out those who are corrupt, and even we can write a vote of no confidence to ensure that those who are corrupt, they leave this office and the right people come in so that the party operates well in the sub-counties and the entire district.
Madima Fred, the General NRM Secretary, Arua District, calls for transparency, accountability and unity in the district from the leaders, adding that the locals should stay calm as they do follow-ups to recover their money.
So for me, I've always been committing myself to see that there must be transparency in their office. And for that reason, he has highlighted me with some of the league chairpersons that I'm fighting them. But what they're doing in the office is really very bad. I don't support. People have elected us here. We are supposed to work according to the interest of people. But for the government programs, if we are divided, how are we going to mobilize people for government programs? And in other sub-counties, if he as NRM chairperson, he's not wanted, how is he going to mobilize and support, mobilize support for the party? Problem. He's running away from the office. He has messed up in the office. He's running away. Right now, he's in Kampala. He's running away from our office here. He has locked this office, having known that they have messed up with the money fund being said to mobilize borders. They have closed. They have locked for more than 2 weeks. They have locked this office.
In conclusion, NRM leaders in Arua district in 4 sub-counties of Ajia, Arevu, Logri and Devora calls for unity, transparency and accountability in the party system for the smooth running of its programs in the district. Asara Charit reporting for West Nile TV, NILECAST.
The Uganda National Examination Board on Friday, today 13th, released the 2025 Uganda Certificate of Education examination results, marking the second year of assessment under the nation's new competence-based curriculum. Okumuringa Christine have more.
The Uganda National Examination Board on Friday, the 13th of February 2025, released the 2025 Uganda Certificate of Education examination results, marking the second year of assessment under the nation's new competence-based curriculum. The Minister for Education and Sports, Janet Museveni, released the 2025 Uganda Certificate of Education results showing an improved overall performance under the competence-based curriculum. Female candidates stood out notably in English language (CRE), where they posted a higher achievement levels than their male counterparts. A total of 432,163 candidates from 3,975 examination centers registered for the 2025 examinations compared to the 359,417 in 2024, an increase of 72,746 candidates, representing 20.2% increase. Of those registered, 429,949 candidates, 99.5% sat for examinations, while 2,214, 0.5%, were absent. Reporting for West Nile Television, Okumaringa Christine, NILECAST.
And with that, we have come to the end of today's NILECAST on West Nile Television. Today, Friday, 13th to February 2026, they have released the UCE results, and congratulations to those who have passed. More of the news about the release of these results will come tomorrow, as we know that the results came a bit late and head teachers of different schools are still assessing it on how the students have passed. I remain Pony Fiona. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.
West Nile.